Talk to me, Boulder, Colorado.
I would say arguably, but I don't think it's really an argument.
I know a lot of you are trying to leave the stadium now because you just enjoyed an amazing victory. The Buffs went out there, cooked them Oklahoma State Cowboys 52-0. First shutout since 2015. And we've got to talk about it on this instant reaction. And hey, man, I don't care what nobody say. I do believe Travis Hunter just won himself the Heisman Trophy with that victory. And now all he's got to do is hope for a couple of losses that will send the Buffs into the Big 12 championship game. Let's dive into that here on the Prime Time for College Football. I'm your boy Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up. Colorado just went out there and cooked them boys. 52-0. And I think the team stats is the thing that shocked me the most when I looked at these numbers. And I'm like, this is wild. Colorado finished this game 5 for 12 on third down efficiency. Ain't that great. But had 26 first downs, 417 yards of total offense. Oklahoma State finished the game with 147. And what makes it even wilder, at one point, Oklahoma State had -9 rushing yards, 70 passing yards, 61 total yards in the game. The run game picked up at the end on that last drive, 70 yards total for the game. So they added an additional, 79 yards of offense on that last drive to get them to this point. They were atrocious. Colorado was fantastic. The defense bounced back beautifully from the Kansas game. But hey, I told y'all what was going to happen, right? I told y'all that even though Oklahoma State has Doak Award-winning running back in Ollie Gordon II, they had no chance in winning this game. And look at them. They got blasted. The game started off at a high note for the Buffs because you start the game off with a nice and beautiful lead of 21-0. First possession, you get an interception in the first 3 plays, score a touchdown, force a punt, drive the field, score a touchdown, force a fumble, go from there, score another touchdown. Then it became a snooze fest all the way into the second half. Like, it was just straight mid. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. You had a 7 and out for Colorado, 4 and out. But it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And you basically punted, both back and forth. Oklahoma State was awful. And Colorado exploited every opportunity on it. First half, Coach Prime said he was not very happy with his team and the way they were performing. And he's 100% right. Because I was not very happy with the way they performed after the third touchdown. They looked disinterested. You can't do that if you want to keep pushing, especially when you get into the postseason and potentially into a college football playoff. You've got to keep pushing, and that's what's going to be critical for Colorado. But hey, 9-3 is exactly where I told y'all Colorado would finish. It didn't finish the way I thought it would, but 9-3. Let's look at this real quick. This is what I had for Colorado as far as wins and losses. This is what actually happened. So I missed on all 3 losses, and I missed on the 3 wins that, those games ended up being wins, and the games that I thought were going to be wins ended up being losses. I mean, it happens. Nebraska, Kansas State, and Kansas. The state of Kansas, unfortunately, owns the state of Colorado right now because they both beat up on the Buffs. But it don't matter. What matters is the Buffs bounce back from that Kansas loss, leading themselves to another victory. But let's look at some of these numbers, though. This is what made it exciting. Travis Hunter finished just capping off his Heisman campaign. 10 catches, 116 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also got that interception. And, man, I thought he was going to have a couple more, but he finished with 2 more pass breakups. He defended 2 more passes. I thought one of those, he should have been another interception, slipped through his hands when he came over the top of the catch. Happens to the best of us. Was hoping he did. And then DJ McKinney got that pick 6. Then he pulled off that, ping celebration and got himself a penalty. I get it. Oklahoma State's his former team, so it makes sense that he wanted to take a very big-time shot at him. But at the same time, come on, dog. Don't be pulling what they do at the Egg Bowl here. We don't need that. But I digress. The Buffs went out here, cooked these boys. 8 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. Now, the thing that bothered me a little bit, Colorado let Oklahoma State get 6 sacks in this game. Kendall Daniels had 2 of those, but they allow them to have 6 sacks, 9 tackles for loss. Now, granted, I'm going to blame 5 of those on Sheduer. He was really holding the ball, trying to make big plays. Sometimes you got to get rid of that thing. But it's okay. As long as he don't do that when the team is down by a lot, which kind of did do that against Kansas, but I digress. He'll be fine going forward, and I think that that's something that'll be worked out of him. Get rid of the ball, get to your 3 reads, either scramble or toss that thing. But the fact that he's so poised in the pocket and calm, man, it makes it hard to get mad at him for it because it seems like he's just being calm. It's just, unfortunately, sometimes that calmness gets reckless. But besides that, not to really, dig too deep into it, but 2 picks, one of them returned for a touchdown. LaJohntay Wester, 8 in this game, 11 catches, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, especially that 69-yarder. That 69-yarder was legit. He caught that bad boy on the outside, and then there was just no one there, and he just dusted him. Then that deep catch he caught for the touchdown, elite. And then Travis Hunter's 3rd touchdown, where he's literally blanketed, and I'm still pissed off they did not call pass interference on that. We didn't need pass interference. Pass interference was not needed by the Colorado Buffaloes, but Travis Hunter should have gotten awarded the pass interference because the dude was literally blanketing him. I mean, he's pulling his face, man. He's pulling his body. He's pulling everything. Go ahead and get that man his pass interference. But it didn't matter. They didn't give him his flag. He went in and hit you with the Heisman pose. Got the dub. What can you complain about in this game? Like, seriously, I would like for someone to tell me where your complaint is in the way this game was played for Colorado. Give me something. Tell me what you think. Something. Give it to me. Because the Bucs went out there and handled business. They pushed these teams around. First shutout since 2015 against Nicholls State. What can you ask for? The defense showed out, only giving up 147 yards, and most of those yards were given up. Final drive. Gave up 86 yards on the final drive of the game with the second strings out there. And you know what thing I'm proud of with the second string? They didn't let us score. They didn't allow that score. They literally drove the entire field, got all the way down to the Colorado 5-yard line, and they did not let them score. So, yeah, you gave up 86 yards in the game with a bunch of young players. That's good experience going into next season because you got a lot of work going forward. But, hey, Rob Livingston and his staff on that defense, they all buckled down and closed out the season strong. Now we wait. Let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let me know y'all thoughts. How y'all feel about Colorado cooking them boys. I'm telling you now, I'm excited. Losing my flipping mind. Sitting on the couch just screaming and hollering. Family over here looking at me crazy. Like, what's wrong with this dude? Like, hey, Buffs cooked them. Now, we didn't have much of a run game, but you didn't need it. The game got out of hand so darn fast that you didn't have to worry about that. And so we're going to listen to Coach Prime in his post game. I want to get you guys an instant reaction. That way you guys can, of course, cheer and get excited. And also point out how right your boy was. Told you 9-3 was my prediction for the season. 9-3 is the prediction that you got. 9-3 is the result you got. I just did not want it to be 7-2 in conference. 10-2 would have been so much better. But hey, now we wait for someone to offer Colorado the opportunity to play in the Big 12 championship game. And then what happens? Colorado's going to go in there and win that thing. I don't care who they play in the Big 12 championship, they're going to win it. They should be favorites against everybody, including Arizona State, whatever. But yeah, we stoked. Let me know what y'all think. All right, I'm out. We will have a morning after. We'll rewatch the game, find some little nuggets to share. So we'll chop it up more about the game coming up tomorrow afternoon. We'll talk soon.